Hi, my name is Jenna, and I am a graduate student at Central Washington University. I am working on my experimental master's degree, and I'm going into my second and hopefully final year working on that. So I'm more equipped to answer questions relating to research and teaching and those kinds of things rather than counseling, which I know nothing about. Um, so that's probably the focus of mostly what I'll be talking about for those of you who may be interested in pursuing a PhD or even an experimental master's degree. This is probably more relevant to you. So I just want to jump into some of the questions that you sent to me, starting with careers after school. So as an experimental student, I am focusing my time conducting research and learning how to conduct research effectively. I'm also learning a lot about teaching, which is pretty fundamental in working toward an academic career, which is really where I want to end up. My goal is to apply to a PhD program and eventually work as a researching professor. That's where my intention lies. So my degree here is equipping me to at least do some of those things that I'll be better equipped to handle with a PhD, but it's kind of a stepping stone. So when I leave here, hopefully in about a year, I will be able to teach lots of different places, really. I can teach at a community college and pretty much anywhere that has undergraduates. The caveat to that is that usually places that have graduate students want to hire someone with a PhD rather than a master's degree because they want someone who's qualified to teach graduate students. You need a degree higher than the person you're teaching. So with a master's degree, I can teach undergraduates. To teach master students or PhD students, you need a PhD, etc. So pretty much anywhere that is mostly focused on undergrads would be a great location, and that's one of the options that I have if I don't continue into a PhD program. Additionally, there's lots of miscellaneous jobs that I could apply for that I would be perhaps more equipped to handle and more qualified for as a master's student. For example, I could work at a pharmaceutical company because I have some experience in drug research. I wouldn't be able to necessarily do all of the drug stuff, developing the drugs, but I could work as a researcher in a lab, for example, or have just a general office position that I would be maybe a bit more qualified for. Another job I could do is anything in data analysis, really, because that's where my focus has been as an experimental student. So I could leave here and go work for the government. I could work for independent companies. There's lots of options. Most of those options lie in teaching, research, and data analysis for the most part.